We are cut north, south, east, and west by major railroads that obviously are an important part of our infrastructure and our economic base, but they have the impact of really dividing the community from a transportation perspective for vehicles, for pedestrians, for cyclists, and the like. All of that becomes a congestion problem for the community. In other parts of the community, we have rail yards where trains are literally assembled or disassembled as is needed. And those rail yards and their activities also cross streets. And the delays that result could be a half hour long across major corridors. We're talking thousands of people every day. Just this past year, we finally got a grade separation on a major entrance into the city, but it took us 20 years to put together $18 million and then to build the project. I've got 40 grade crossings that have those kinds of characteristics. I don't have tens of millions of dollars and 20 more years to solve those issues. So the opportunity that we've seen here is really, can we impact with technology a solution for all sorts of drivers, folks that use our streets, that could provide alternative pathways with information systems that could assist them. I learned about Drive Ohio at a meeting with the Ohio Mayor's Alliance and put my hand up and said, I'd like us to be part of a discussion with you all about how technology can help us solve transportation issues. They sat down with myself, my city engineer, and others on the administrative team, and they wanted to think with us about what are the top concerns with our transportation systems here. That conversation led us to a partnership with Ohio Northern University, and their engineering school did some baseline studies for us in conjunction with Drive Ohio, and then that led to an introduction to Spectrum, their team, and ultimately also with US Ignite. So we've been in this process since I think the first quarter of 2019, and have really been impressed by the willingness of folks to really dig in and help us think through this in a way that I think, if we do it well, not only will solve our problems here, but I think could really serve as a model for communities all across the nation, frankly. The ability to anticipate, measure, and ultimately monitor, perhaps predict what that train traffic looks like, how that interrelates with the vehicle traffic at any given time. I think that what's now available commercially in the marketplace may give us a real opportunity to put in place systems that can be sustained over time and feed into existing platforms such as Google Maps or Waze or something that anybody driving through our community could ultimately use this in a very practical way. We're really excited. The feedback I've gotten has all been very positive. I think the community understands the frustration of dealing with this, but also the scale that we really are talking about an approach that could solve this in many ways for many people without having to wait another 20 years or a checkbook that is bigger than we can afford.